Okay, so for verse and devotion for today, we're going to still be talking about how can reading the Bible and attending church help me with my appearance. And we've been talking about piercings and tattoos and gauges and leggings and just all kinds of different things. But today, specifically, the verses that we're talking about are going to be about inside, the inward appearance versus the outward appearance. So it's coming out of Isaiah chapter 29, and it's verse 13, and it says, "The Lord says, these people come near to me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. Their worship of me is made up only of rules taught by men." God sees the inside of us. And before he can clean up the outside, he starts cleaning up the inside. When you deal with someone that's a drug addict or an alcoholic or a pedophile or a murderer or rapist, whatever, okay? When God saves that person and they accept him, that's where the cleaning starts, is right there. As soon as they accept Christ and the genuine, true love of Christ enters their heart and their life, that's when the cleaning up process starts on the inside. And that's where it has to start first. So if there's things that you see on the outside of people like this, eventually, and it takes time, it doesn't happen overnight, eventually their outside appearance starts to clean up as well. So this particular verse says, "The Lord says, these people come near to me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. Their worship of me is made up only of rules taught by men." There's a lot of people that go to church nowadays, and they're just going because they think it's right, which actually nowadays, it's not even that way anymore. People just don't even go to church. They don't even bother with it, which breaks my heart. A lot of them, I think it's just a laziness, truthfully. But they don't go, and the people that do go, most people are genuinely in love with Christ. They want to be, learning and being discipled and things like that. But there are people that aren't, and they just go and they sit there and they do their duty. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. And that's what this is getting at. They honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. Their worship of me is made up of rules taught by men. We don't want to be that way. We want to always be sincere with the things of Christ. I try and teach the kids that, be sincere. Love Jesus genuinely. And don't care if the people around you aren't. I think the older I get, the more I find out that loving Jesus with all of your heart, all of your soul, all of your mind, all of your strength, and loving your neighbor as yourself, unfortunately, is a minority type thing. And my prayer is that the kiddos that I teach and the new believers that I teach, that will stop being a minority, and that it will be the majority, and that we will have a love of Christ before anything else. Before anything else. And it has to start here, inside, and then once it starts inside, then it changes the outside appearance. But your inside appearance has to be beautiful to Jesus. And regardless, he loves you and cares for you. And that's what matters, is that the inside appearance gets cleaned up first, and then he starts working on the outside appearance for sure.